And we are back. Despite the well-intentioned fitness resolutions, we make those, millions of people make them. At the beginning of each year, statistics actually reveal that many people abandon them within weeks. Now, despite tens of millions of resolutions and Americans out there aspiring to remain active as well as enhance their well-being, yet they lack the proper guidance for transformative lifestyle changes. And so we got two very special guests who are going to join us to help us through this. Joining us now, we've got lifetime exercise physiologist and also wellness expert. We've got Jeff Zwiefel, and then we've got the founder and chairman of the board at Metabolic Code, Jim LaVall. And gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Right now, just looking at you, I feel just more fit already. I just feel more fit. I just want to put that out there from the jump. But good to have you guys. Listen, let me.
Oh, here we are, Derek. You jump on in. Let's go.
I'm jumping virtually, but let me ask you this. Most people, we talk about this at the beginning of the year. We talk about having New Year's resolutions. They go by the wayside. But the fact is, many people are somewhat motivated. What is behind the motivation right now that we're seeing, and really the crave to really get into fitness?
So much of the motivation for bulk of people is, hey, they want to look better, they want to feel better, they want to perform better. Of course they want to live longer, but the immediate gratification is, hey, I want to lose weight, I want to give more energy, I want to be able to, live a higher quality life longer. And so we're at Lifetime, the Healthy Way of Life company, committed, trying to help people do that.
Jim, come on in, and let me ask you this about science-based fitness. Science-based fitness, weight loss alternatives, they're out there. People are really trying to, reverse the time, if you will. Your thoughts about that?
Well, I think, people don't know where to start. They're confused many times. I think the science of longevity, there's plenty of evidence now that we know that when we can manage blood sugar better, get stress hormones down, optimize our sex hormones as we're aging, control our lipids, these are the cornerstones of how you're going to secure living a longer and healthier life. But there's other things that you need to do. It's not something as simple if I can take a shot once a week and the fat melts off of me. You're going to have to take some responsibility, learn that you need to exercise regularly, maintain your lean mass. Lean mass or muscle is the currency of aging. So when you incorporate exercise into a lifestyle program, you're assuring that you're going to have an improved outcome as you're aging. And you can't get by the fact that we got to try to eat better. And that's a couple of the areas that we fall down on. But start simple, make some agreements with yourself that you can live up to. Train a few days a week to begin with, right? Maybe push away from your diet.
Right. Jeff, talk to me about this here. Putting my mindset, training my mind, that's really key and critical. Most people have it in the mind, but it's really about a discipline. And when we talk about that discipline, what are the things I should be trying to do in the area of discipline to make these changes?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, Derek, making sure you're thinking about the long-term plan. And then you're backing into the component parts and pieces that are going to help you build and have the right trajectory of your lifestyle plan to make that ultimate goal a reality. So again, you got to break that thing down into manageable parts and pieces, and that means getting moving. We talk about informal and formal exercise. Informal exercise is moving around the house, trying to get outdoors, trying to move around and not sitting on the couch and watching TV and laying around. Staying active. The other part is the formal exercise. 2-3 days a week of some sort of cardiovascular, moderate intensity exercise and resistance training. That might be body weight exercise, might be bands, it might be tubes, it might be machines and dumbbells and barbells. And try to incorporate some simple range of motion, stretching and flexibility. Those are the key components of a well-rounded formal exercise program that we encourage at Lifetime. We want to try to get people started on that today. It might be getting a personal trainer, a dynamic personal trainer from Lifetime. It might be also building a support group and a community that can keep you engaged and keep you motivated and keep you accountable.
You know, we hear a lot about weight loss, and we know that people always want to. That's the end game. People want weight loss, but with weight loss, we can see commercials. We see a lot of things out there. How do you separate the hype and from the people who really just have to go the extra mile and do this for the sake of longevity?
Well, obviously there's a lot of excitement around what's called the GLP-1 agonist. So you hear the commercials for Ozempic or Mounjaro, and a lot of people have reached out to try to use those particular products. But the issue around that is if you're not combining, exercise, diet, adequate protein, making sure that you're measuring your fat loss and measuring the retention of your lean mass, then you're going to fall short. I always like to tell people, if you think that there's some simple or magic solution, you're probably listening to the wrong station. It takes time, effort, commitment. But what I always have told folks over my 40 years of practice is it's work, but it's worth it. And so that's what the differentiator. You got to watch what you read on social media. Anything that sounds too simple probably is too simple.
Yeah. Jeff, can you chime in a little bit here? Talk to me about the importance of having support groups because, we've got great intentions, but the fact is we fall off. And having that support group can also make the difference.
I think, Derek, that's why we've had so much success at Lifetime, engaging and changing so many lives, because it's very natural and easy for people to find like-minded support groups or communities, or their pride, if you will. That might be in a group training class, it might be a cycle class, it might be a yoga class, and might be one of our small group training classes. But I think what's so great about that, it holds you accountable. People are looking for you in the tribe, so you have to show up. I think it also, you find people like you in those programs that are sharing the same struggles and challenges, and you can help each other get over those hurdles and work through some of those problems and opportunities. And lastly, it allows you to celebrate the success and keeps you motivated to keep moving. As Jim said, those little goals and objectives that help become the building blocks for your long-term success. And we can't underestimate the importance of strength training when it comes to weight loss. I really want to make sure we tie it back to the program. Resistance training, whether it be body weight exercises, machines, dumbbells, barbells, because as Jim said so well in any weight loss program, keeping that metabolism revved up through that lean body mass, hypercritical to the success long-term, not let alone their long-term quality of life.
Yeah. And Jim, where do people go if they want more information on this?
Well, simply they can go to lifetime.life, and that's where they can find a tremendous amount of information, inspiration, and really see how special it is to be involved in the Lifetime community, to get supported by all those that have a like desire to stay fit, be healthy, and live the best possible life.
Well, Jim, Jeff, been great talking to you. Definitely, I think people are inspired. January is still here. The month hasn't gotten far away, so people get right back on it. And if they haven't gotten right back on it, they'll get right into it. So thanks so much for joining us and sharing this much-needed information.
We'll see you in the club later, Derek.
All right.
Absolutely. Pleasure.
All right. See you guys later. All right. I encourage you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open right after this.